Odd. Odd. Nothing's working. Oh, I don't know. Had a glitch in the matrix. Yo, Tyler, Parker, Vinny, Jay, what's up, dude? Since there's only a few of us here, you don't know what this bait is? Can't see it. Why is my screen so blurry? Is that worse? Is that better? Still can't see it. Jay might be able to see it. No. Kind of. Anyway. Why my lighting is so terrible? Do we have any lighting experts in the house? Anyway. Ooh, Travis got me on the big screen. Tyler, it's not a big O. It's actually, there you can kind of see it. This is not uh, the Dream original Big O that I got to paint. Uh, this is actually an AC Shiner. I guess this was during the alphabet era, or the O's and the B's. This is an AC Shiner. It was their attempt at a Bossa V3 Big O thing. Not bad looking. All right, Travis, I will be on the lookout. Why is this screen all fuzzy? Hold on. Still looks like ass. Oh, that's better. But I painted a few of these. Actually went and tested one of these and threw it. Ran really good. So I'm gonna here's some baits I did for. Can't see these either. This is a. It's a little. This is a. Hey, there's Marty. Marty, these are for Daron, correct? Were these the ones that were for Daron? What's funny, Tyler? Okay, just making sure. I painted them for him, but I didn't know. Uh, I didn't. I didn't. I mean, if they were for Eric, he would have liked them anyway. But funny you mentioned that, Tyler, because like I didn't grow up like obsessing over crankbaits and shit like that because I thought it would be useful information, or it would like get me a job somewhere, or like anything. I just did it because I loved it, and I always wondered, will any of this knowledge ever be usable, or is it just like worthless? You know what I mean? Uh, but I guess I've found people that also enjoy the same stuff, so we can nerd out together. And then you find out there's other nerds out there that were doing the same thing you were. Pretty interesting. Jay, they should break 100 pretty easy, I would think. Um, but Tyler, if you happen to see one of those laying around, like at a garage sale or something, pick it up. It's good bait. Runs good, real good, actually. Um, so I got the crud again. I don't think I had. I think I just had a cold, but no, a AC Shiner. That thing. I bought some of the reproduction Big O's that came out from like Bass Pro Shops. Um, I never threw one uh, because I didn't really care for the looks of them. But yeah, so last week my daughter came down with she had a little runny nose, nothing like extravagant. She was still playing and like being normal. One day she kind of acted a little weird, or just acted like she was a little, more tired than usual. Well, I guess I caught her one little drip of runny nose. That shit put me down for like 2 days, dude. It was awful. I guess that's how those kid colds, how they roll. Like to a kid, it's nothing, and then I catch it, and I'm laid up for 2 days. So, uh, what's today? Saturday? Yeah, Thursday. I didn't get here until like 1 o'clock because I was laid up in the bed feeling like ass, and my shoulder was hurting real bad. So I made it here for a couple hours, and then went home. And then Friday, woke up, felt like ass again, and made it here for a few hours, and ended up. I think I painted 40 baits, uh, feeling miserable, but I got them done. So that's what I'm here doing today is clear coating those baits. And I redid this one. This one I wasn't happy with, uh, and I figured out a little tip that if any of you have to deal with it, uh, you probably don't if you're using a water-based paint, but on any of the solvent-based, the new COVID, is that what I got, Marty? What's the new COVID? Hell, I had COVID like a month ago. Is it possible to get it again? The new COVID. Wonderful. Sounds like there's going to be a new COVID every month. That's great. I never had a fever though. Does that matter? Yeah, my only real symptoms were I was sneezing a lot, and I had a runny nose, and I had a little uh, you know phlegmy, tickly feeling in my throat, but I wasn't really coughing or anything. So just basically, I mean, just felt like a cold. Uh, so probably, I guess, anytime anybody gets sick now, it's just going to be COVID. That's what you, even if it's not really COVID, whatever it is, just sick. But Yeah, the St. Lawrence is pretty freaky. The fact that those guys were like I told y'all what I do. Uh, I usually look at the top five, see what their weights are, and the thing that interests me most is I go straight to the bottom, especially in a tournament where guys are catching 20 pounds of smallmouth like it's nothing. Uh, it's more interesting to me, and I don't know if it's possible or who's going to be the guy. Maybe I need to be the guy where you go and you get the lowest 10 anglers and say, uh, how do you go to the St. Lawrence River where everybody catches 20 pounds? How do you go there and not catch 20 pounds? Like what did you miss? What did you do being a professional angler? Uh, like a guy that goes out there and catches 15 pounds. How do you do that? You know what I mean? And it's even more interesting on a place like that where it seems like you could just launch the boat and put the trolling motor down and go out there and catch 20. But oh, Marty, Amy kind of felt cruddy a couple days ago, and she took a COVID test, and she said she was negative. So I'm assuming she would have had the same thing I did. So hopefully that wasn't it. Hopefully it was just a kid's cold. But I guess that's what it is, Jay. I mean, but hell, you had guys like Steve Kennedy said he went and caught 20 pounds of largemouth like it was nothing. So there was that option. I don't know what Hackney's doing. I saw Hackney's face on the little banner. Uh, did he weigh in smallmouth or largemouth? I saw him post a Grinnell picture, so I'm assuming he didn't catch that Grinnell smallmouth fishing. Let me put these down here by the fan so they get a little air circulation. Dry that. Hackney's fishing for smallies today. That's interesting. I don't know. I would like to. I'd like to talk to the guys. I didn't see. That's the thing. Nobody really bombed. It would be more interesting if there was like 10 guys that had like 8 pounds, but everybody pretty much had a 3 pound average, which is pretty amazing. That's got to be fun. Like that's one of those tournaments to me that like, who cares if you get your ass kicked? You know what I mean? Because there's going to be some you're not going to win, um, no matter what. Everybody says you want to go, and I'm the same way. You want to go win everything, but uh, some of those guys, um, they know their limitations, and uh, they're not going to be they're not going to win the St. Lawrence. Um, but the fun thing would be is to go up there and just catch 3 pound smallmouth till you retired. Like who cares if you lose? Like it sucks you're not getting paid, but that's got to be like the fishing trip of a lifetime, right? Yeah, every single angler had a limit. That was probably the first time in a while that every angler had, and it wasn't like dinky limits. Like it was like real limits. 14 pounds. So uh, average size fish Thursday was 4 pounds 3 ounces. That's pretty incredible. I hope that place doesn't get like decimated because they keep talking it up and they're like, it's the best fishery in the country. Blah 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 blah. You only have to say that a little bit loud, like one time, and it'll be friggin' Falcon and Amistad. It'll be a wasteland. I would honestly like those tournaments are cool to see, like uh, the giant bag tournaments. But I don't. Like they're not as impressive when there's like such a small margin. Like a half pound per fish, like makes up all the difference in these guys' bags. Like some guys are on 4 pounders, some guys are on 4.5 pounders, or some guys are on 4.5 pounders, guys are on 5 pounders. Like to me, that's not as interesting. Uh, Tyler probably is. That's probably the decent thing about it is it's got the big water and like a dude like me is not going to go up there and I'm not going to go up there and like launch my boat and see like because it's not set up for it. You know what I mean? Like all my shit would get ripped off. Um, but I'm not going to go out there and get in like 4 footers and bounce around. Um, I'm going to stay where it's protected. But I'm also probably not going to drive up there just to like sit around the boat ramp and like poke around. But I'm sure there's a lot of guys that are like planning trips now. Uh, Probably even better for guides. Uh, yeah, they don't get 12 months of pressure. That's the thing about Amistad and Falcon is they get 12 months of pressure, or they have 12 months of potential fishing time. Uh, Hello, what's up? We're talking about St. Lawrence, how much pressure it can withstand. If there was like a mass exodus of anglers that wanted to go fish it after what they see this weekend, uh, what it can sustain. We're talking about the big water protecting it, uh, and it being frozen part of the year, uh, or just brutally cold. Uh, so it does have that going for it. It does have its own little built-in natural safety blanket, unlike a Gunnersville or something like that. Uh, I thought they could fish the Canadian side this year. I saw a lot of windmills in some pictures, which I thought was Canada. If you were in Canada, you have like if you have windmills in your photograph, you're in Canada. Um, yeah, the fish get breaks in the winter and on windy days. Fillet Freds. Yeah, so Tyler says they can fish Canada, so that's right. If you correct me if I'm wrong, but if you see a picture of somebody holding a fish and you can see windmills in the back, that is a signifier that you are in Canadian waters. Uh, they are fishing Canada waters, says Jay Priest. Just can't leave the boat to dock, get gas, or anchor down. Interesting. Yeah, the Johnsons. I figured they're camped out over there. You can't even put your power poles down. Huh. I saw a lot of people fishing shallow, which kind of surprised me. I wonder if there would be any un unreported breakings of that law, Jay, from people like when you're just like tiptoeing around in front of your boat and you accidentally hit your pole button and they like go down and you're like, oh, whoops. I wonder if anybody's made that. I wonder if that's happened yet in Canadian waters. You're like farting around and you just like accidentally hit your down button on your poles and whoops, up. I bet that's happened. Unreported. Stripping guides off broken rods for future repairs. It's not bad. How many broken rods do you have? Just out of curiosity. I'd like to go up there though. Yeah, that's what I was surprised by. All the shallow like Palaniuk. I saw like pictures of him, and you could like see the bottom, which is pretty awesome. 6 or so from the last 5 years. Lots of bedding fish. That's wild, dude. I don't like. We talked about this before, but they keep doing this like northern strain like side of the tour and like putting all these like up north uh, tournaments in the limelight and guys launching their boat in sweatshirts and stuff. Uh, there's going to be like a reverse snowbird of southern guys going north in the summertime. I don't feel like many guys do it right now, but I think it's coming. Once they figure out you don't have to be in the humid like 150-degree ball sack southern weather, and you can go catch 3 4 pound smallmouth till you're tired when the weather's good. Uh, so I'm saying, Jay, I think guys are going to see this and they're like, wait a minute, why aren't we going up there during the summertime when it's awful down here? Hella, he's smart though. He needs to keep that to himself. Otherwise, he's going to have like the whole South meeting him up at Lake St. Clair. Mowed for 4 hours today. I really don't like cutting grass, Tyler. And I cut my grass last week, and it's rained so much. I had to cut it again in like 4 days. And I'm not. I don't like lawn care. Uh, I like the winter time where I can like cut it once. Uh, but I'll go out there. I'll probably do it this afternoon. Go get these baits cleared, and when all the lakes drop down south, Detroit, Buffalo, and Cleveland will be the new Beverly Hills. Pretty much. Pretty much. I hope they don't drop though. Yeah, I think I'm telling you, dude, that's gonna be because like in my lifetime, I've never known anybody to be like, dude, screw Alabama, screw Texas, screw Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida. It's too damn hot. I'm going north, and I'm taking my boat, and I'm gonna stay up there for like 3 months, and I'll be good, and I'll come back home. Uh, but I think that's the move. Like summer vacation, like if you take a summer vacation, go up there for a week. That'd be awesome. The only problem, I guess, is if you plan to take off a week, you might get a week of really crappy weather where the wind blows and you can't really fish anywhere. I guess you could find a place to fish, but you probably wouldn't get the experience like it's a crapshoot. I guess that's anywhere though. No. Let's check on these guys. Look dry enough to me. Black. Got a buddy who lives in Oregon. To fish or just because he likes Oregon? Jay, do they really like the heat? I wouldn't think that would be like the most like I would probably if I were a snowbird, I would probably move somewhere in between for the summer. Like, I don't know. Why don't they stay where they are? Because that's like the best time of year. Oh, you said November through April. Uh, yeah, I would probably move somewhere not. I guess it really doesn't get that cold in Florida that time of year, so it is probably pretty nice. Uh, he ran track and field or like running back. All right, we have eyeballs. Have eyeballs. Long distance runner. My best friend growing up, he was a master track star, and he would run cross country, and he was like insanely fast and could run long distances. He would stop half like in the woods of these like long distance races and smoke cigarettes and then keep going. That's how fast he was. That's how fast he was. That's how confident in his game he was. Rich, how goes it? There you go. Old AC plug. You got eyes. We've got eyes. Bing. All right. Let those things dry. I'll talk to you while they're drying, then I'll go clear coat. Luckily, it's overcast and not crazy hot, so my clear coat shouldn't catch fire as it comes out of my gun. Hopefully not. Yeah, I think you're going to see next summer. I think the economies in these Great Lakes towns are going to blow up. So if you're thinking about investing, go buy you a gas station up in New York somewhere by the Great Lakes. Service station and sell tackle and food. Show us the most ridiculous pattern on that wall. Maybe that one. Uh, maybe this one. Maybe this one. This will be a good start. So I have a regret on this bait. Um, for whatever reason, I thought it would be uh, a good idea to try and make the bait a little more realistic by putting 3D eyes on it. Huge mistake looking back. Never should have put 3D eyes on it. I could probably pop these off, sand it, dot the I's, and it would be, I'd be happy with it. But this one I went a little nuts. Can't really, but that it's really just the gilt blade that was fun. But I shouldn't have put these stupid eyes on it. I should have done them. But that one's cool. You can't see all the stuff below the scales. But, this one's pretty cool. Nothing too wild. No jorts today, Jay. It's just me dicking off. You can't see it, but the color between the scales is a gradient. It's a ombre. It goes from yellow to orange to blue. Same with this one. This one just goes from, this is like a joker. Starts chartreuse on the bottom and then fades up under the scales to like a neon green. And purple scales. This one's probably the coolest, if I had to guess. Copper bag. But the good shit is not on the wall. It's in that tackle box down there beside the fan. So I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I mean, those aren't really that insane. The really good stuff, like I said, is down there in that tackle box beside the fan. You're gonna give me a new pair of AFCOs. Damn, pocket ripped. Oh, you want to see the good? Tyler, not yet. I might do that after this run of top waters I did. Let's see. That one's cool. I didn't know I kept my son of those. That's pretty badass old bait. Yes, future burglar self behind the fan, not the wall. The wall is deceptive. The art pieces are in the box. This is the one. Might need a little light for this one. Ow. That's my. I would probably say this is my Mona Lisa. That's probably the best crankbait I've ever painted. Um, so out of the thousands I've probably painted, none of them have ever been perfect. That one's the closest, and it's not perfect, but it's um, that side is perfect. I'll say that. That side is perfect. 100%. Um, there's like an old trout I did back in the day. I wish the dots were done differently, but the base is the titties and like the gill plate and stuff. It's very. I mean, tell me that doesn't look like a mini, like a real damn fish's gill plate. If I wouldn't have gone too crazy with the dots. Um, we all around for this guy? I did a contest. I did a contest back in the day where I black and whited the color of the bait, and I said, I'm about to paint this bait, or I've already painted this bait. Guess what color it is? And I had people guessing all kinds of shit. Nobody guessed number 2 pencil. That was a bit of a troll move, but it worked. I didn't finish that side. I just did that one. Herman from Catching Concepts painted these. Middle ends. Pretty cool. Great painter. Very clean work. This is probably the low point of my career. The Fish School lipless baits. Yes. Yes, you saw that right. That's an embarrassment. All this stuff is when I didn't have to make a living per se doing fishing lures, so I could paint cool stuff like that. Little birdie. I did a whole series of birds. Blackbird. Jimmy Etter painted this. You guys know him. Etter Custom Balsa fame now. I was talking to him on the phone one day, like a couple years back. I was like, weren't you? I was like, didn't you do the bait ink stuff? And he was like, yeah. And I sent him a picture. I said, did you paint this? He's like, yeah, where'd you get that? I was like, eBay, like 2004. He's like, yeah, I did that. I was like, well, you should paint like that again. That was way cooler. Big old jumbo, what is that, H2O Express thing? Hey, Jay, here's our favorite bait that will never catch a fish. The most beautiful but worthless lipless bait color ever been made. You would think it would be the best. Can't get bit on it. Ever. Boneyard of swamp donkeys that ripped. The wood. I don't think I have any wood in here. Oh, this was really cool bait. Really cool. This was in my psychedelic Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze paint days. Really cool bait. Yeah, I don't think I have any wood in here. I do, but I didn't paint it. This is a what's his name? That guy's been chewed on. If you don't think this bait will catch a bass because it looks incredibly stupid, check out the rash, bros. Yes, it looks dumb. Yes, it sells terrible. I say no more. Say no more. Here's a true tungsten bait I painted. I wanted something really dark. That's what all the fish in Town Lake look like. They were like black with like a blue or red back. Decent little. I kept this one so I could remember the colors. Kept this one. Can't really see it that good. It's dark. That's like I said, that's where the good stuff lives. I really need to invest in a safe. That should probably be my next investment. I don't need it to be fancy. I just need a small one that I can put a handful of baits in. But I'll probably have to clean off the wall and lose some pretty decent wall decor in order to protect it. But like a lot of those baits, I would like to have in a safe under lock and key to save them from any elements that might disturb them. There's some wood burns. There's some wood you crafted with your own two hands. Travis, you've already seen him. You wouldn't be impressed. You'd go, meh, they're okay. There's another Burnsy. And that one. This one's got a quiet knocker in it. One's got a baby knocker in it. That one's louder. Let me sign this real quick. Even though I didn't do much. This man likes his bait signed. All right. Ready to go. Tiny knocker. I think I'm going to hoard these. I bought them because I thought I was going to paint them and put them on the website. But I think I'm going to hoard them. Deep baby in. Sorry. All right. Let me get strapped up. Oh, I just put these gloves on and I felt pain when I put it over these three fingers. I punched something. Not because I was angry, because our dryer was spinning 2 nights ago, and there was this very loud commotion, and I had a pot on the. I was cooking a grilled cheese sandwich, and I had the sandwich was cooking while I was in the other room, and then I heard this loud like noise, very loud, aggressive sound, like stuff breaking. And I got up out of the couch like as soon as it started happening, like the switch went off in my brain. Like the dryer just fell off, and it probably ripped the power cord out, and it's going to be like a damn wildfire in there. So I got up and ran, and when I ran, I tripped over the step that goes into our foyer. And when I did, I punched, like my hand went out, and I punched a Chester drawers thing that had a lamp on it. Well, I leaned forward, closed my fist, hit the thing. When I hit it, it knocks the lamp over. The lamp breaks. Uh, I've been trying to put it back together. Uh, and then I was like, we'll just get a new one. Amy looks it up. She's like, that was your mom's lamp. And it was like, they're like $300. Fuck. So I'm missing a few pieces, but I'm missing one piece really. But if I get it all put back together, I guess you can put this side up against the wall so nobody sees it. But what had happened was there was a toaster oven on top of our dryer, and the dryer spin cycle shook the toaster oven onto the floor. It cost me a lamp and some bruised knuckles. So, got that going for me. All right, guys. Clear coat time. 3 o'clock. Y'all make your plans to go stay up north next summer, and we'll all meet up. Wish me luck on this stupid ass lamp. Or if you've got a lead on a porcelain blue and white China lamp, let me know. If you happen to go to a estate sale, spacesuit's outside. I won't be wearing it. It'll be quick. I'll wear my respirator. I won't wear my Tyvek suit or whatever. Anyway, all right. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Maybe even try and go out and enjoy the outdoors. Seems like none of us ever get to do that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll do it again. Adios, dudes. Later, Instagram. Discard video. All right, YouTubers. It's a shorty, only 51. Kyle, I don't think that thing's getting fixed. I think it's toasted. Yeah. There's my wife. All right. See y'all.